The ancient Egyptians used the term per-neter for pyramid. Egyptologists have translated neter as god or goddess, and other versions of the translation also include the word or concept of energy. Both translations are true and describe the same thing. While per-neter emphasized the religious and divine aspect of these structures as houses of gods, they also use the word mer or mir as more general term for pyramid. Later in this video, you will see why this is interesting. The Mesoamerican pyramid name Teotihuacan in Aztec means the birthplace of the gods. Thus, two unconnected cultures, according to the mainstream, named their pyramidal structures after the same concept. The Chinese Emperor Qin, in his quest for immortality, built a pyramid. The story is that the emperor was searching for the famous elixir of immortality. Some might know this as the philosopher's stone, the nectar, the soma drink, etc. He wanted to live at least 10,000 years to oversee his empire. His people couldn't find the correct ingredients or herbs, but after a while it seems that he understood the secret and built a pyramid. That makes three unconnected cultures, according to the mainstream, on three different continents that built pyramids for the same purpose. The word pyramid is derived from the Greek word pyramis and pyramidos. The term pyramidos has been translated as fire in the middle. Prometheus bestowed upon humans the sacred fire. Many interpret this as fire or technology, but that could not make us equal to the gods. The true significance lies in the inner fire, knowledge, inner energy, spirit, light and kundalini energy. If you awaken your kundalini, you can achieve immortality, thus becoming equal to the gods. Consequently, Zeus severely punished Prometheus for his actions. The Greek meaning of the fire in the middle and the Hindu concept of kundalini align perfectly because our inner fire is dormant exactly in the middle of our body or in the root chakra known as Muladhara chakra, representing the material reality. Additionally, this concept of kundalini perfectly aligns with the Jewish mysticism of Merkaba or the chariot and the Kabbalistic concept of the 10 Sephirot. Furthermore, if you read my articles on Patreon, you will find the direct connection between the concept of the soul in ancient Egypt, which is divided into 9 parts and directly aligns with the 10 Sephirot in the Kabbalah. So in the Hermetic teachings, you need to separate the fire from the gross matter if you want to achieve enlightenment. That means you need to separate your soul from your body. In Kundalini, this is represented as the raising of the serpent through the 7 chakras. In Egypt, this means merging the spirit Ba with the life force Ka through the serpent Neheb Kau, and this is directly connected to the concept of Merkaba, which is the chariot that will take you to the throne of God. The Egyptian and Jewish concepts are practically the same. The Merkaba chariot is the merged spirit Ba with the life force Ka. If we divide the word Merkaba, we have Mer for pyramid. Remember at the beginning of this video I mentioned that the Egyptians used the word Mer for pyramid, Ba for the spirit and Ka for the life force. Also the Merkaba chariot is represented by 2 merged pyramids creating the 6-pointed star, which signifies achieving the perfect equilibrium of the divine feminine and masculine energies. The same symbol is present in Hinduism and is known as Shatkona. The pyramid pointed downwards represents the divine feminine energy and the pyramid pointing upwards represents the divine masculine energy. So the Greek understanding of the pyramids and their purpose was similar to that of the previous 3 cultures in China, Egypt and Mesoamerica. And we know that the Greeks learned and inherited many things from the ancient Egyptian culture. Additionally, the same concept is present in Jewish mysticism, Hinduism and Tantra. With the burning of the ancient Egyptian libraries, such as the one in Alexandria, we lost most of this knowledge. In my opinion, this was done intentionally, but fear not, the knowledge was preserved by the powerful families and I have written a few posts and articles about this. Now let's start connecting more dots. The birth of alchemy is considered to be in ancient Egypt, Sumer, India and China. Later the craft was preserved by the Israelites and the Arab cultures. One of the main ingredients in alchemy is liquid mercury. The history of alchemy and its development is very complex, so I will stick to the main point. It was considered that mercury is one of the ingredients in creating the philosopher's stone that can grant you immortality. And remember, Emperor Qin from China built a pyramid to achieve immortality. So how does mercury connect to the pyramids? Well, under the pyramid in China, they found a large amount of liquid mercury. But what's even more interesting is that large amounts of liquid mercury were found under the pyramids in Mesoamerica too. Before we dive into the more practical use of mercury in the pyramids, it's good to point out the connection to gold. Mercury is used to extract gold from the ore, natural rock with valuable metal. Once you crush the ore, you pour liquid mercury. Mercury forms an amalgam with gold, meaning it binds with the gold particles to form a solid amalgam. The amalgam is then heated in order to vaporize the mercury. This leaves behind the gold in its pure form. The esoteric teachings use this symbolism for mercury in a sense that mercury is used to extract your soul or gold from the materialistic matter or your body, the ore, to achieve enlightenment. So to find out the real use for mercury, I should mention that the pyramids had electromagnetic properties. There was a recent study conducted by scientists about the electromagnetic properties and resonance features of the pyramids. The link to the study will be in the description. If we take into the consideration the electromagnetic theories of consciousness, consciousness can be understood as an electromagnetic phenomenon. In ancient wisdom, the word for consciousness is the soul, which in ancient Egypt is divided into 9 parts. Some of those parts are Ba and Ka. You can read my article on Patreon about this and the connections to the manifestation of Ein Sof in 10 Sephirot and the 7 chakras in Hinduism. Imagine the pyramid's underground chambers filled with mercury amplifying these energies, which then interact with the human body's own electromagnetic field. This interaction could potentially align with the brain's quantum field, influencing cognition and consciousness. The pyramid, acting as a colossal resonator, has been designed to harmonize the brain's quantum waves and electromagnetic properties of the body, inducing altered states of consciousness or even tapping into the collective unconscious, a concept proposed by Carl Jung, or connecting to the higher states of the soul, merging the spirit Ba with the life force Ka, which has electromagnetic properties, and achieving enlightenment. The geometry and materials of the pyramid itself could have acted as amplifiers or resonators for these electromagnetic energies, acting as rectifiers by spinning the mercury in the chambers and generating a magnetic field through a process known as geodynamo. This might have created the perfect condition for humans inside the pyramid to achieve enlightenment while they are alive. The pyramids were intended to be used by living humans. So in a sense, the vortex of mercury created the perfect conditions to separate the soul or gold from the body or ore and catapult it with the speed of light into the realm of the afterlife, seeking to achieve enlightenment while the person is meditating inside the chambers of the pyramid. This is also present in the stories of Hinduism and the celestial vehicles known as Vimanas. They also use mercury and look like large temples in the form of pyramids. What's more interesting is perhaps this concept was used by multiple people at once, creating a vehicle that takes the souls into the higher celestial realms. In my opinion, the ziggurat structures in Sumer had the same purpose. Remember, the Tower of Babel was destroyed by the gods, so human couldn't become equal with them. That's why many temples have a similar structure to the pyramids or have spires and cone-shaped tops. They are even present in the temples of modern religions. The special frequencies detected around and inside the pyramids have been observed in modern times. Andrea Puharich, a pioneer in medical research on electrobiology and extrasensory abilities of the brain, measured the 8 Hz frequency inside the pyramid and claimed that it had a healing effect on his body, mind and soul. The importance of fine-tuning the body on a specific frequency is further corroborated by the closely monitored project of the CIA and the Monroe Institute known as the Gateway Experience, which is designed to induce an out-of-body experience, enter the astral non-physical realm and engage in remote viewing among other abilities. Right at the beginning of the session, a certain frequency is emitted through the headphones to align the electromagnetic waves of the brain. Furthermore, the project uses humming noise much like the Hindu chant Om, which is connected to Amen, Amon and Christian chants as well to further fine-tune the acoustic resonance of the body. Also, in the same project, the subject is repeating utterances for protection from evil spirits and seeking guidance from more powerful good-will spirits, while also stating that the intentions for the out-of-body experience are good and pure, akin to the practices found in the pyramid text and other religions during prayer. But this is more than just a theory. The pyramid texts found in the step pyramid at Saqqara confirm that their purpose was to enable the transformation of the human soul into an Ak, or to aid in the merging of the spirit Ba with the life force Ka to achieve immortality or godlike status. These texts, intended only for the pharaohs, were filled with spells or utterances meant to be chanted by the reciters while alive. They contain numerous action verbs such as fly and leap, describing the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife. The spells detailed various methods of travel, including ramps, stairs, ladders, and most significantly flying, directly corresponding with the flying chariot of the Merkaba, the stairways to heaven, and the 33 Masonic steps or the Jacob's ladder. Moreover, the spells could call upon the gods for assistance, even threatening them if they did not comply. It was common for the pyramid text to be written in the first person, emphasizing the personal connection between the pharaoh and the gods. The texts were also used to guide the pharaoh through the halls of Amenti and ensure that he reached his destination among the stars. And this info entirely corresponds with the steps for enlightenment that I've shared in my exclusive article on Patreon. So to summarize this video, which could be even longer, but I'm sure many will not watch it till the end. The pyramids and the ancient temples served as natural technological devices that shielded and created perfect electromagnetic condition to aid the mediator in achieving enlightenment, tapping into higher dimensions and merging with the higher parts of the soul up to the Keter, Ankh, Sahasrara chakra, reaching heaven and attaining immortality. Every ancient religion revolves around this concept of self-spirituality. It would really help you grasp this concept more easily if you read my posts on Patreon. I understand it's subscription based, but they are available in all tiers, and your support will help me continue with this research. Additionally, if you wish, you can support me with one-time donations on Buy Me a Coffee. Thanks for watching.